and gentlemen,
Good evening.
the Society of Farrington Arts is proudly presenting to you this evening Alcestis, a play written roughly 2,600 years ago, originally by Euripides, but translated just before his death by the poet laureate Ted Hughes. It brings to mind right now the words of a very famous American politician in the previous administration, who said these profound words. Ladies and gentlemen, he said that he knew what he knew, and he knew what he didn't know. And also, he didn't know what he didn't know. And what I would like you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to be sure, in your knowledge, that you have turned off your mobile phones. I hope you enjoy this.
Hello. I'm using her in the shoulder.
Happening in this palace, incomprehensible, only to those whose eyes are too narrowly trained on the wrong causes. A woman is dying in this house. So that our husband can live. And this is the day of her death. I am partly to blame. You may call me a god. You may call me whatever you like. But a god greater than I am, the greatest god, is guiltier than I am of what is happening here. That great god was jealous of my son. Think. My son was a healer. Asclepius, note the name. My son could bring the dead back to life. He should be here today. Asclepius! Perhaps you have heard this story. That great god, the greatest of gods, the maker of the atom, is a jealous god. A thunderbolt split heaven and killed my son. The dead must die forever. That is what the thunder said to me. The dead are dead, are dead, are dead, are dead forever. They return to the pool of atoms. Do you know what I did? I avenged my son. I killed the electro-technocrats, those titans who made the thunderbolt. But none of that is important now, except as a dim, forgettable cause of what is happening here to the dying queen, Alcestis. In everything I say, remember her. Remember what she's undergoing now. This second. And this. Inside this house. Let every woman who hears me imagine it is happening to her. God punished me for my revenge. He made me the slave of this woman's husband. Me, a god, the common slave of a king, King Admetos. However, Admetos is a remarkable man, an inspired prince, a saviour of his people, a man for whom the whole country prays. God made me his slave. His dream became my work. His people thought he must be divine. The whole known world was astonished by the prosperity of his kingdom. Unluckily, Admetos was doomed to die young. But I knew how to free him from his debt. Believe it or not, on occasion, fate will accept a substitute. Yes, it is sometimes possible to persuade fate, vast and faceless fate, to accept a substitute. My persuasion was successful. And now, Admetos can live. If only some other person, some kindred, will agree to die and take his place on the other side of the grave. A difficulty. Who do you suppose would die for him? His old father and mother? 2 walking cadavers? Both refused. Their voices rose to a screech. They wanted only to live. They set the example. Admetos sat in his bedroom. You might say with a terminal illness. I canvassed for him. I was shameless. I asked anybody who boasted sharing the slightest family link with Admetos. But of course, I was asking for more than kindness. I was asking for their heart, so to speak. To be cut from their chest and stitched into his. Only one person I did not ask. Alcestis, his wife. And now you know her story. Of her own accord, she has volunteered to give up her life, and death has accepted. Hers for his. And all that matters now is how Alcestis makes the gift of her life and dies for her husband. And how he accepts this gift. This incredible gift of life. Today, the king's new life begins. And I stand here at the door of his home to welcome it. And here it comes. A figure of dazzling power. A figure of hope. Bursting through the doors of death. Crammed with all possibilities. The new life for Admetos. Welcome!
Stand aside. I have come for Alcestis.
Where is the new life for Admetos?
That's none of my business. Don't you recognize me? I am death. I am the one you cheated. I wanted Admetos, her husband. That would have